Welcome back to World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade Classic Blind. I have been hanging out here at the Golakka Hot Springs, just having a nice time, and doing a bit of fishing. Now, that does raise some questions about the whole hot springs thing. Apparently, they're not too hot, because all the fish are still raw. And there's a lot of them. I got my fishing all the way up to 300. Which makes it my last skill level that's not maxed, besides blacksmithing, which is going to be a whole thing in of itself. So we'll put our weapons back on so we can fight stuff. We can look over our catches. We got red gills, a lot of them. We got mithril head trout, which is rarer but also worse, because sure. We got oily blackmouths, which are not food. A singular superior healing potion. And then some of the more trophy fish here. We got sunscale salmons and nightfin snappers, which average at an entire gold each. And we've got a lot of them. So I might just end up selling these, because we do not have the recipe for whatever these are. Presumably they cook into something pretty nice, but they're not going to heal more. I might have a browse the auction house when we get back there. See if we can figure out what these cook into. But a lot of times, there's problems figuring out what things cook into because they have different names. And they're not these other fish that we had earlier. The smoked bass and the mite fish. They could do something similar. I mean, they're more expensive than these regular fish, so presumably they do something. We will figure that out later. Also, as I was looking through the recipes that we could do, we can do the red gills, we can do the mithril head trout easily. I noticed that we could cook some spotted yellowtail, because for some reason 20 of my food here was raw, so that happened. This guy's over here, still has his quest, so we need to cook these to not lose a bunch of extra health we could heal. And I don't need to worry about when we cook any of these because they're all gray. So, pretty sure that means that even if we did have the higher maximum cooking level, we still wouldn't get anything. And that might be a point towards figuring out what these cook into, to maybe be able to get some levels from that. But anyways, we need to make our way down to the bug hive down here in Ungoro Crater to get the queen brain. We just need to run past all these aggressive guys. There's some of those weird crystals. The weird crystals. Oh, there's a mithril deposit. Well, we need that. Let's see, we're also going to need... Oh, I guess he decided to leave. Alright, good. I'm not gonna complain about it. I can still fight this guy. Yeah, let's get the diamond flask going. Because we can. Oh boy, Ungoro soil. We are mining in completely the wrong direction, but it's working out, so I will allow it. Bonus mithril. Very cool. Alright. We check our log here. We're doing pawn captures queen. We need to summon the queen. We got the lure here. Lure. Inside the hideout should be a crystal of some sort. Okay. Silthic crystal. The hatcheries. The lure on the crystal should rouse the queen. Be warned, she'll probably be protected by several guards. Got the queen, remove her brain. Alright. Several guards, you say? We might want to get our stuff together here. Depending on how several this several is, we could be in dire straits. Alright. So we're going all out here. Well-fed buff. Might as well use the scroll of protection. Instead of waiting around and not using our buffs.
Need more rage.
Also, we get some ooze-colored thorium down here, so that'll be nice. We'll save our diamond flask for when we summon the queen. That's probably a good idea. Oh, we're so slow. Slowing poison. Yes, very slow. Luckily, we just kind of charge over here. Speed things up a little bit. We could stone form away the poison. Oof. I feel like getting all sorts of stats effects. Maybe we'll see. So I think these smaller circular rooms are the hatcheries. So that's probably where we need to be. Okay, this guy. We can also sharpen our weapons. I'll do that too. I was feeling like there's definitely a buff we're not using. And that's because that's true. We're missing the weapon buff. And we're going to be making absolutely tons of sharpening stones and such as we work on blacksmithing.
Need more rage.
So that's not a huge deal. But now our weapons are nice and sharp. Our defense is up. Stam and Spirit are up. Everything's looking swell. Ooh, some true silver. It's not thorium, but I'll take it. And unfortunately, this is going to be a small thorium vein. But honestly, that could be worse. And we got an arcane crystal. Cool. Alright. Let me see if it's in this room here. Must be a crystal of some description. Maybe a crystal will be there. Might be in the... I think there's another one of these circular rooms deeper into this dungeon. Let's try over there. Just flying through the air. As you do. Another one of these guys. All their various poisons and diseases are pretty concerning. All things considered. We're pretty able to manage it. There's another circular room there. Might as well pop in and get this true silver. Since we're here. Like a reasonable idea. I'm never one to say no to some ores here. And we can also see if there's a crystal in here. Yeah, true silver's pretty good. Yes, please. Yeah, none of this looks like a crystal. I think it's going to be in this other room. Okay. Dodge away out from that guy. If we can only fight one at a time, that's obviously better for us. Also, if we can see if there's a crystal in here, we could probably build up our rage. Maybe? Maybe that's a crystal? Build up a little rage here. So if they bring a bunch of guys to the party, we can go crazy with sweeping strikes. Ah, there it is. Alright, so we're going to take care of the guys that are already in this room, because we don't need to summon the queen and her underlings, while also fighting everything that's already here. That'd be a bit foolish. Slow and poison, be slowing. My goodness. They're actually silted crystal. Precisely what we're looking for. Battle shout back up to max. Alright. Here we go. Applying the lure. There's the hive guard. There's another hive guard. All the air we going. Take care of that hive guard. Oh boy. That's a lot of hive guards. Let's preemptively drink. Healing there. Let's intimidate and shout him. Try to use a bandage. Nope. It seems like it doesn't work against your main target, unfortunately. Okay. Here's the Hive Queen. And two more guys. Great. Weaken them. Just need to kill the queen and take the stuff. Got it. So now even when we die, we'll be okay. Stone form. No. Alright. We didn't quite make it. But honestly, that's okay. We got the queen brain. That was a lot of enemies. It was like 2, and then 3, and then 3 more. Because the enemies of ARs flee, up to 5 total nearby enemies will flee in fear. Maybe I need to not de-aggro, but stop targeting the enemy, and then I'll run away. Because the extra 1,000 life might have been enough to get us through the end there. And unfortunately we lost our scroll and well-fed buff, but it got us where we needed it to be. And honestly, without everything at our disposal working together there, we probably would not have made it to the queen kill there. Honestly, I was expecting, like, that last wave, the queen and 2 guards, as the only thing that would happen there, not 5 previous enemies before that. But overall, very, very satisfied with my playing there. Unfortunately, we can't warp into the dungeon from above to our corpse. So we actually need to walk over here. That's okay. Also, when we respawn, we're going to have half health, so I'm going to try to spawn not on top of some bugs. But one-on-one, they're not a huge deal. I'm not too concerned. Potentially some of the guards might still be alive. So we might want to be a little bit careful here. We are going to need to stock up more on major healing potions. But those seem to be pretty cheap, so I can deal with that. Yep, there's a hive guard. and a regular guy, and a hive guard. Alright, let's have some cheese. Wait for this whole thing to blow over. Alright. Technically, we could have just respawned outside. I kind of do want some revenge. Oh, you're grouping up on me, huh? I don't like that. Not allowed.
Not enough.
You did very well. You did a very good job guarding the hive. In the end, but really it didn't matter because I came back. There's my skeleton. Make of that what you will. Now I guess we need to fight our way out of here. But hey, that's just a bit more free experience and potential for auras to have respawned in the meantime. So I will take that. We can leave him over there. He's just dancing around. Having a swell time. Movement speed reduced. For the most part, movement speed reduced on me is not a huge deal. It's when it's movement speed and attack speed when things really go south. Where are you going? I just want to leave. Not looking like the ores are back yet. That's a bit unfortunate. How much speed we need? 10,000? Yeah, between fighting some bugs and quest reward here, we might get there. I mean, it'd be easy enough to just stay here, fight some bugs. But I've never been really one for grinding enemies for experience. Hasn't really ever felt necessary. But the experience is pretty nice. We're pretty much out of here. So for this quest, bring the brain to Anachronist Pestilzug in Gaseous Zone. Okay. Here's another bug. So for getting to Gadget Zan, we have two choices. We can either run back to the flight point here in Ungoro Crater, or we can just run to Gadget Zan. Since we're already here at the south of this area, probably wouldn't be too much farther to just run there. Okay. Wanna leave me alone? Nope. So you have chosen death. Should have just stuck to tunneling. You silly, silly bug. Alright, let's get out of here. And the entrance is just right over here. Also, if we just run to Gadgetzan, we can save a little bit of money. Up to nearly 300 gold. But I'm sure faster mounts and flying is going to be pretty expensive. So, no reason to worry about that too much. It's really never been a huge concern of mine how much money we have. 'Cause I really don't buy anything for the most part. Like, I buy healing potions, that's basically it. I'm sure there's more we could do. Like, other potions and scrolls and whatnot. Spend money to get our blacksmithing up here. Just never been a huge priority for me. So I think that is pretty much it for Ungoro Crater. I think they had like... We had a quest for the guy next to the hot spring. We had a quest for more of Lincoln's story. But overall, I think we did most of the stuff here. And we got all our fish here, so that's something. Once we turn this quest in, that'll leave us with 2. This one, we just need to go to the burning steps and speak with Yuka Screw Spigot. Track to the burning steps. You'll find her holed up in Flame Crest, a cave northwest of Dreadmaw Rock. Okay, so it does tell me exactly where we need to go for that. Perfect. That will be easy enough. It is the burning steps, so it won't be the easiest place to be, but overall, we should be able to manage. We've explored basically everywhere else there is to explore. And maybe not survived, but gotten through it. As we quickly make our way back through Tanaris. Where'd he get you, Sam? It's interesting that there's such a small hive in Ungoro Crater when they're coming from Silthus, and then much larger hives here in Tanaris. But I guess that could be down to the climate and all that here. Let's grab this iron, because why not? It exists. It's worth something. Don't think we really need iron at this point. That's more just a little bit of profit there for us. See if there's a sandstorm going on, so that's good. Or indifferent, I guess. It is a desert. Not too surprising. I'll probably cook all these fish just to use as my food. All these ones will be as good as our spotted yellowtail, so that's pretty much our staple food that we use at this point. Don't really need the superior healing potion for anything. We use a better one. Not that 1,000 to 1,750 is much at this point for us. That's like up to half Pretty sure there's higher level healing potions, but we'll have to see how cost prohibitive they are. 13 silver to continue to be alive. Pretty reasonable. Use this at some point. Maybe we'll use this on the last quest that we need to do over in the Blasted Lands. That's going to be quite a bit more fighting. But for now, we've got a bug brain. And presumably, this is going to be another part of the quest to this, where you continue to explore Silithid stuff. I would eventually bring it back to Silithus, do a bunch of quests there, and get into the raid. Level 43 Scorpion says hello.
Not enough damage.
Some black vitriol, not worth much. Not worth much more on the auction house, I guess. Very sellable item. Alright. Some more mithril for me. Very good. Gotcha, Zane. Get in here. Give away the brain. There we are. Not sure about this quest implying that I am the pawn, but sure.
Do I have a deal for you?
Acquiring the Queen's brain for our research is absolutely imperative. From what we have learned, we believe that these Silithid are quite possibly being controlled by malign intelligence. I shudder to think what could control something as insidious as a Silithid. Eric Erickson. Fantastic, Eric Erickson. You've won quite the victory here today. It'll take some time for us to fully understand what we have here. We'll put it to good use, though. Don't you worry about that. As for the Silithid, I generally doubt that this was the full extent of their presence. It's much too clean of a resolution, I'm sorry to say. Yeah, I have seen firsthand how not the full extent of their presence that was. And there's 7,900 experience. That new quest, Calm Before the Storm. We will look at and then not do. My recent findings and the knowledge we have gained here today needs to reach hands that can quite possibly do something with it. As resourceful as we are here in Gadgetzan, we can't do this alone. Take my latest report back to Grancina Spirit Might in Darnassus. She's still at the Temple of the Moon, is she not? She's got friends who are Alliance bigwigs. If we can get them involved in this, Eric Erickson, then we just might make it out of this alive. Well, I am not going to Darnassus right now, so maybe later.
Be good.
But not really. We need like 20 experience here. I don't think anything in Tanaris is high enough level for us to get experience from, though. Well, we will get it at some point. Let's see here. Just need to go to Burning Steps now, I guess. Let's find this Flame Crest northwest of Dreadmaw Rock. Burning Steps. Ah, that is on the other continent. Very good. Dreadmaw Rock. Oh boy. Flame Crest, a cave northwest of Dreadmaw Rock. Northwest? There? No. We'll get to the area. And to get to the area, we're going to need to first head back to Ironforge to get off this continent. That is the first step here. And back.
Well met.
Sell some of the stuff. Scorpion carcasses, insect wings, husk fragments. Let's sell the soil. And this potion. Okay.
Safe travels.
Let's see how our auction box is doing. We didn't sell the Venom Sack, which is the same price as just selling to a vendor, so not super necessary. Sold the Crypt Fiend parts. Sold the gold ore. And we sold the gold pearl. And that pushes us over 300 gold. Very cool. Hey, barmaid.
Welcome.
How would you like a huge venom sack?
See you soon.
She seemed to appreciate it. Alright. Next up, I want to see if we can get any information about these salmon and snappers. With the way that the recipe book works, you can only see things that you've unlocked. So, let us search for sun scale. Poached sun scale salmon. Restores health. Restores 874 health over 27 seconds. Just making COC. Also has 6 health every 5 seconds for 10 minutes. Interesting. And the cooked version of this is much more expensive too. And no wait, that is the price of the recipe. Let's see, how much would that be? 6 health every 5 seconds for 10 minutes? That's actually pretty interesting. What cooking level is this? 250? Might check that out. At any rate, it's an interesting recipe to have, so I'll get that. And we also have the night fin. Hopefully it's also in the name of the recipe. Night fin soup. Ah, it's mana? I'm less interested in that, of course. That's really not very useful for me. And the price went down on both of these, apparently. Sad times. Ah, well. Let us sell some snappers here. Sell them in smaller stacks, just in case that people want a smaller number of them. Only one person with a stack of 7 of them. And one more. Alright. Let's go see that recipe. Oh, before we go, let's get some more major healing potions. Bye. Healing potions. Major healing potions. Not that many of them. What other healing potions exist? Lesser healing, volatile, which is just a major healing potion with a different name for some reason. Superior is worse. Greater is worse. Super is better. There's a lot more super healing potions available. Item price 2 gold for a super healing potion. Oh no. I don't think so. Is that really the next best? Yeah, it's level 55. I'll take the level 45 ones, thank you very much. Yeah, stack of 5. That worked. Did not look like there was very many of these on the market though, so that is a problem moving forward. We're gonna need a lot more of these healing potions. There's our healing potions, very good. And the recipe. Teach how to cook poached sun-scale salmon. 6 health every 5 seconds for 10 minutes. So, slightly more health than seconds in 10 minutes. So, another 600. That's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Let's see what that recipe would entail. Oh, it's just the fish. Alright. That's really better, per se. Maybe you can get the overtime healing without eating the entire fish. Honestly, just selling the fish looks better to me right now. Like 700 more health on that. Add that to the 800. Definitely heals more, but not a crazy amount more. And the overtime effect really makes it not great for eating a lot of these at once. Because I'm going to take a wild guess and say that it's not going to stack if you eat another one within the same 10 minutes. I think, while that may have its uses, they're also 64 silver each, so cool to have the recipe. I don't think we really particularly interested in that. Let's do max stacks of 5. And these other 8. And we can sell the oily blackmouths too. Don't need those. And the true silver. That's a high price right now. And I guess the iron too. We'll keep these rocks for no particular reason. Let's put these fish up here in the fish we need to cook pile, which is absolutely massive at this point. Got some lower level fish here still. Rocks, ores. Put these in here for now. We don't have... Yeah, we still have more... No, these are raw too. Crud. I think we bought a bunch of raw spotted yellowtail. So we have to cook those at some point here. What do we got? Got another arcane crystal we could sell, maybe. That should be okay. Okay. While we're here, I want to look into maybe getting a few levels here with my mithril.
Up with you.
I think if we can get to, I think it's 250, we'll be able to make stuff with our rocks for super cheap. Let's see what we can blacksmith here. The Shatterer. Mithril and true steel and jade and citron and cores of earth and thick leather and yeah. Let's try to find something simpler here. Ah, we need some cloth for this one. These ones are in green, so that's going to have a lower chance of happening. This one uses mage weave cloth, which we should have a good supply of. Get 10 mithril bars each here.
You got my attention.
That should be doable. Got 41 of those. That's enough to make like 6 exactly. So if we want to make a 7th one of these, which we might need to get to 250, if that works out, we're gonna need one more mage weave cloth. So let's go get that. That's gonna be 70 mithril bars, which we can easily accomplish. I'd like to purchase mage weave cloth. What is the cheapest available? Stack of 3. Yep, that'll work. There's a stack of 1 here, but doesn't have it. Oh, that might have been 1 stack of 1 with no stack price because it doesn't. Click this to see. Right, yeah, could have done that one. Oh well. Still have a few backup mage weave cloth, I guess. That's okay. I can work with that. Take that. Alright. Just check over here with the blacksmithing guys. Make sure that 250 was the level we needed. I think we also have some plans for the weird power thorium sets that we could unlock at 250, but that's not super viable.
What's on your mind?
Alright, training. 250. Or just all these guys.
Hey, good.
Yep.
Here there. Up with you.
Apprentice blacksmith.
How are you? Keep your feet on the ground.
These guys are not blacksmithing trainers anymore.
Well,
Move it all to one guy? Interesting. Yeah, it's 250 for these. And 275 and 300 for those. Okay.
see you soon.
Okay. Get off the mountain here. For blacksmithing, we're gonna make 7 mithril coifs. We're gonna need 70 mithril bars. So, I'm going to smelt up mithril. 61 more. Nope. Damn it. I don't want to smelt all the mithril. It's worth a lot more as an ore. So if we can get to this level without using up all the mithril, that'd be great. So, we got 12, we need 70. 58. Great. There we go. And then I will make the whatever it is we're making, coifs, I think, and see if that'll get us to 250 blacksmithing. The mithril coifs are doing it. As long as this one is still good to go. 250. And now it's yellow. I used most of our mithril. We did get all these. Which apparently have an auction price, so I'm gonna try that. It's better than the vendor price at least, so I will take it. Blacksmith trainer. Train me. Dense grinding stones, which presumably we'll need for something. Dense sharpening stones, which are much better than our solid sharpening stones. Oh. By much I mean 2 weapon damage, but yes. And dense weight stone in case we get ourselves a blunt weapon.
Safe travel.
So now we need our dense stone. We need to try to sell these mithril coifs. They've got a good disenchant price, so presumably that's what people are buying them for. Get stamina and spirit. All sorts of good stuff. Alright. Hopefully 7 of these isn't going to be flooding the market. That'd be inconvenient for me. Definitely not the most valuable blacksmithing item we've sold. But if we can get a little bit of our money back from this, I will take it. I should sell mithril coifs. 222. Yeah, it's lower than the disenchant price, so I'd like to sell 7 stacks. Everybody go ham. Enjoy the hats. I can get 14 gold for that. I'm not gonna complain. But theoretically that might get us high enough level here.
Interesting on the fight.
Well, if it doesn't, we're gonna have problems. Dentstone.
Watch your back.
Okay. So these have not very high auction price. So that'll be perfectly fine if we need to buy more of this. That should be okay. Oh yeah. I mean, dense sharpening stones, dense weight stones. What's the other one? Dense grinding stones. I'll probably make a few dense grinding stones. I mean, we don't need 154 dense sharpening stones right now. So let's make like... Let's make 10 of the grinding stones here. 251. 252. 253. 255. Oh, it's already yellow. 256. Now it's green. Oh, this didn't last long. I mean, we're getting the levels for it, though, so that's good. And now it doesn't give any more levels. Okay. Good. Well, I will make myself a nice little stack of dense sharpening stones. For no levels whatsoever. But hey, 260. I think it was 265 to get the thorium recipes, though. So We need to figure out an idea to get these last 5 levels here. There's no way that's the price of that. It's more expensive than these ones. We're making a ton of money making these right now. If each of these is 5 on the auction house, and this is 24. I think most of that would come down to market saturation. If we tried to buy all the stone and make it into these, we wouldn't be able to sell them. These are actually less money per, based on the auction prices. Either way. What do we have that could get us levels right now? Is there anything we can buy from this guy at 260?
No.
275 for the next of his things. We're a hammersmith, so let's see what we can do here. See, that's a blade. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be able to make that even if we got the recipe. So we're a hammersmith. And here's a hammer. Mithril bars and hearts of fire. That's a 260 blacksmithing. We'll train that. That's an axe. That's a sword. Great Earth Forged hammer. Adamantite. That's at 330. My goodness. Yeah, I don't. It's not too expensive to buy any of these, so I might just eventually get these just to have them not on the list. But if I can't actually make them, there's no real reason to.
Okay, good.
So what was this? Light Ember Forged hammer, mithril bars, and hearts of fire. That's not too expensive. That's way more. That requires a black pearl. Mithril coifs in green. Honestly, I think I'd probably be better off. Could have made the boots 14 mithril though, so that's even more. But since this is such a higher level, probably be better for me. So we need hearts of fire, it looks like. But also mithril bars. I'd have to buy some. Assuming this can get us the next 5 levels, that might be worth just getting that now. But we're still going to be doing a little bit of venturing around, so might grab some more mithril on our travels. We can sell these sharpening stones, though. We got better ones. I used to think we could possibly use up a lot of our stone making more of these sharpening stones. Could be an idea. We will try to sell these, and if they sell, I might use up some more of my stone making them. That looks like to be a sizable profit here. Yeah, solid stone's nothing. We got a lot of them too. We'll put these in here. Also might cook all my food. These grinding stones in here for later. Also we have the rest of these sharpening stones. Yeah, we got a lot of these. We'll see if this is an accurate price for these. I can't see why a solid sharpening stone would be more expensive than a dense sharpening stone. Maybe for people between those levels, there's some kind of demand. I don't know. There's not a lot in here. Let's do a stack. Let's do smaller stacks. Yeah, this is not looking very promising. Okay. And then just for curiosity's sake, yeah, there's basically none of these in the auction house either. That's probably not likely to work out for me. But if it does, I'm okay with that. I still have a ton of food to cook. So I will get that out of the bank. Cook all that.
You got my attention.
We got trout. We got redgill. We got yellowtail. We will not be wanting for food here. That's for sure. Top off the bandages. We could use better bandages. We don't have a super huge amount of rune cloth though, so let's wait on that for now. Most of the time we fail to even use the bandages anyway, so whatever. Then I'm going to camp out here next to this fire. Cook all these fish. And we'll see if we can find this dungeon. Not this dungeon. Not Blackrock Depths. That's not. This one. More of a cave. Next time. Goodbye.